fused with the Carver. And so that way when they defend at the start of battle, all of them will defend, causing all of them to attack 3 times.
Why do they all defend at the start?
Just set them to defend and then have the Silver Claw make it so that they all defend, meaning every single one will attack. And the Clamorous one can be fused with the one that attacks when others attack, so that way it still gets a bunch of attacks too.
There are probably better ways to get just a comical attack chain.
I mean, you're talking 18 attacks that way. Maybe more.
Right, but only...
Scourge Life is death, right?
No, I think it's nature. Yeah, because nature beats life. Now, the problem is, once you do that huge combo, you can't do it again until they're not defending anymore.
Yeah, but again, the first round is usually the most important, because it's the one that's going to happen every battle.
No, sometimes it's before the first. Sometimes it doesn't get to the first turn.
Either way, the earliest turn is the one that matters.
I'm more interested in see if I can't set up a 3-dish attack chain before the first turn.
Oh, I'm sure you can. There's several ways to get that to happen.
Even manticores.
I forget, what do those do?
They like having high attack, but there's the Martaxua or something, who attacks whenever he casts a spell. And I think there's some ways to cast and just need him to cast a spell at the start, then he'll attack. Or one of the Pandemonium traits is just you cast Affliction at the start of battle, and I love it so much.
Getting the Pandemonium Fortress card sounds like a nightmare.
You know, it's just luck.
That's what I mean. You have to have the luck to find a Pandemonium statue, have that Pandemonium statue make a Pandemonium Fortress, and then have that Pandemonium Fortress actually drop a card. The Pandemonium Fortress has to be near the top tier of most annoying cards to get.
I mean, you get where you want. There's not much you can do. So
I'm just saying that there are ones you can hunt, and then there's a set that just are annoying, such as the treasure.
So you don't need to worry about it.
But one of them that's really frustrating is that the Golem is one of the card types that gives you more resources, and you have to get the treasure golem to complete that set. So it's almost impossible to get the top tier unless you just luck into getting a treasure golem card.
I don't worry about the cards too much. If I get them, it's good. If I don't, I don't.
I focus on them because it can make further play easier. Oh, speaking of treasure golem, I see it playing PPP up top.
You must die.
I'm very impressed that even Torin gets mad at
You can't say that was a long death.
Wow, nothing remarkable.
A lot.
Yeah, but nothing remarkable. Nothing remarkable from the cat either. I'm looking for things you can only get once, like furniture and cards and stuff like that. Everything else, I mean, it's mostly just to facilitate me getting those things.
For me, I'm desperate for resources.
Right now, that's why I'm working on Brimstone, because it's the one that I use up the fastest. It would also be Crystal, but since I haven't really had any need to switch spells because I have such an attack-based team, I haven't thought about it.
Also, spells are cheaper to really upgrade than artifacts.
Oh no, it's doing the AK-47 sound.
Oh, you have sound on? Oh, yeah, you do.
It has like this digga and then like things only work halfway like they're supposed to. It's like it's overloaded or something. Oh yeah, I need to switch back to Hell Knight. I'm not boosting the goblin.
Oh.
And I'm going through the deepest floors. Look, a new card.
Well, it matters that you get the Masters.
Arcane is Storm. Or are they less nature damage?
What gods are you the most interested in powering up?
Yay! But I'm at 0 instability.
Box. Oh, yeah. 41 power.
Yeah, this is really disappointing that I'm here when I have
Box full of
0.
disappointment.
Oh, I got Tenuk Rook. Although there's no card for Tenuk Rook. I guess I got an artifact trait. Aurum.
I think Aurum is a good one to boost because his ability, unlike, say, Saros, he's not all about just bolstering the other monsters. He's just kind of a powerhouse in his own right, which makes him easy to use. The thing is when he casts a spell, he'll cast a random spell of all 5 classes also.
Mm-hmm.
So he's great for spell spam, as long as you don't mind some unpredictability, and I really don't like the idea of random casting death class spells, because a lot of those are double-edged.
Aeolian.
Aeolian makes so you always, if you can dodge, you're 100% guaranteed to dodge, but you take 50% more damage.
If you can dodge.
Basically, you always dodge, but you take 50% more damage.
Oh, so basically it means you're more vulnerable to spells, but don't get hit by attacks.
Exactly, which sounds a great way to go for things that punish spells, because
they can't hit you with attacks.
and use aspects because they love dodging, and they reward you for dodging.
Man, that chair is noisy when it rocks compared to some. I don't know why.
I think Aeolian's one of the only gods that has a double-edged trait.
I mean, it's a really good trait.
I agree. Being immune to attacks.
I mean, that's like why wisps generally can be seen as also being a drawback unless you happen to plan around its going to the bottom. Is because sometimes their perks
their perks are always
really good.
No, their perks are always incredibly strong. Taking half damage and being immune to debuffs? That's
Although
amazing.
someone said they might nix the immune to debuffs and make it resistant to debuffs because it is just so powerful. That's what they were talking about with balance.
Because I'm going for Regalis and Saros, who don't really do anything for themselves, but they do some fun things for their allies, but I can't figure out how to use Saros because, again, she gives random traits. That said, it's better to use this random traits of the creature's race. But I struggle to think of races where I'd rather have 2 random traits than 1 specific trait. This game is all about fine-tuning a build.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not much room for randomness.
Yeah.
The only real race I think of as an exception is Angels, because all of their traits are your attacks
Just
do
more
more
damage,
do more
plus
damage.
they do a thing.
Yeah. So if you're just going to be smacking things a bunch, all of them are going to be very. Having 2 of any of them is going to be better than having 1 of any of them.
Yeah, fusing them with Griffins is also useful because Griffins like attacking.
Yeah, like for Griffins. When do you want a random Griffin trait?
Yeah, you can't plan around
You don't want a random one, you want
all of them.
you kind of do.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the ones where you do have to mostly unify your team.
Again,
Except my sneaky carver.
the continuous cockatrice has the same problem, it has the worst possible race for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because generally, only 1 of them is going to be useful at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Saros also has the perk of the random traits she gives your creature will never be a trait they already have.
That is useful.
At the cost of it only works on creatures that are not used. Which is a cost, but if you do it right, it's basically you have 3 traits instead of 2, which is good if you get the random traits to be good.
I guess it could be used... Well, no, because you can only have 1 god on your team at a time.
Unless you're of the Fanatic class, in which case you can have up to 3.
Well, then I guess if you're a fanatic, you don't have to worry about the avatar situation quite as much.
The Fanatic also really buffs Godspawn. Technically, Fnatic can have up to 6 in that Fnatic has a perk, so if when their Godspawn die, they become their associated avatar.
And you have to get so deep You said to even...
To get a Fanatic, you just need to show Emirates an Avatar type monster, which means you need to have to get the gods. You gotta get real deep to get the Royal, because you need a...
I thought you said you didn't have the...
A what?
I thought you said you didn't have the Fnatic.
I don't. I haven't actually used any of my avatars yet. I've got a few, but I just don't know what to do with them because it's high commitment, you know?
You can just summon it and then just not use it. So you at least have that.
Also,
mark
I never have a project free because it's a project to unlock it.
off.
And I don't plan on using Fnatic until I
So
decide.
it's the Arachnid nest that has the...
Yeah, it has mimics. It's either the... I think it's the cocoons sometimes. Yeah, cocoons sometimes have a mimic. It's not that rare. But yeah, the cocoon sometimes drop a chest, and that chest will always be a mimic.
And I'm gonna guess most of these are buggy features and also Imlers for some reason. And
Bugs,
Imlings.
Imlers, and ladies. Manticores,
bat.
apparently. Well, bats make sense.
Cave. That is not the Japanese word for cave. I mean, it might also be. The death bat.
It begins with a D. Death bat and the Japanese for cave, but Dokutsu or something?
I know Dobutsu is animal.
I know Tamago is egg.
Time to bomb the
I
thing.
wish this game didn't make bats so ugly.
Yeah, they're all vampire bats.
Yeah. And they're, like, made to look, I think, more grotesque than even a vampire bat is, really.
Sparkly boy.
Yeah, there's Martexu. Oh, he died.
And what's it do?
If he casts a spell, he attacks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to tune into if he casts, if he attacks, he casts.
Alright, and then Phase Knight I've also been told really good.
Phase Knight. Oh, the phase guys, yeah. I keep forgetting they exist.
It makes it so that
Their mastery?
you only take 20% of the damage from anything that's not an attack or a spell.
Oh, the specific monster, yeah, you have 80% resistance to indirect damage, which I
Yeah.
think would be...
That's what people said would be the best counter they could think of for the first situation.
Oh yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good one. I think that was also a thing I thought about being really good with, it was either not, I think it was with Aoi. Because his dodging everything doesn't protect him from that.
I don't need sigils of Imlings.
But they're...
What about Alien?
Oh, the phase I think would go well with him because indirect damage is still something he can get hurt by. And that one monster really mostly solves it.
Well, there's also, on top of that, there is a different trait that makes it so that you can't take more than 20% of your health and damage.
That's one of the demigods.
Yeah, combining that with that would mean that you'd be taking a lot less damage.
Mind you, it's that doesn't apply if you take if it hits you for like if it would be enough like one shot you or something.
Yeah, but if it's that case with at the time you have god spawns, then you're way ahead. I mean, I guess unless you have like a reflect situation where you do too much damage to you.
Regalus's trait is the one I'm really trying to get to work, where all of your monsters that are the same class as Regalus share their innate trait with the adjacent monsters.
There is also...
Which means anyone can share.
There's also the Lost, which makes... which is adjacent to all monsters.
Which is a real... I remember reading that, I'm like, that just sounds, without context, that is just the funniest trait. He's just next to everybody.
But
I also like how
it can be really useful.
I'm also amused that, on its own, that trait doesn't do anything.
Oh, someone doesn't like the Nyx imposter. A lot of people don't like the Nyxes.
they're really annoying because you're just minding your business. Of, oh, hey, you're scorned. You're scorned. Have a nice day. I'm like, screw you.
Nix, what are all of the different Nixes?
Let's see. They all have very useful traits.
Yes.
Most of them they're all situational, but I've gotten use out of them, and I can see a good use for any of them. See, that's one
All
of
of
them
them are silenced.
annoying. Okay, that one I'm not sure I like that
stats.
one. That's
Yeah, because it affects yours too.
yeah, it's like one of the paragons. This
Affects
seems.
an additional time.
I mean, that just seems good. Oh, there's a good one for my just everyone's always dying team.
Yep. All scorned.
That's the one I like to give my 55. Oh, attacks 4 random enemies.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, they turn into a jackhammer whenever someone dies.
Which means if it is the last one, it resurrects half your team for you.
It should. I don't know if it resurrects anybody, but it should.
Although one thing I've heard is because of order on some of those, it can like revive the same one like 3 times because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but still, it revived someone for free.
And these are elves, and you said that they're
Their whole thing is, oh yeah, like you are not favored by her at all.
No, I've only gone to this realm like twice.
Elves things is that like it prevents things from proccing. There's one elf that makes so on death triggers don't proc.
Okay, so grippers are fingers.
Yeah,
They're
they're
clutchers.
clutchers.
Hunt.
You have a
I'm
shiny
at
in
S
the
rank
wall.
for phase night so I can hunt them, because I need to switch to that for a moment. Or I need to murder one when I can. Forge. See, I, on the other hand, don't know what to do with my last one a lot of times. I guess I can just get more favor with a god, but it's not, like, critically urgent for me. I do need to up... Oh, I didn't need to do something. Oh well, I already did it. So I called Zolf, and then everyone was like, maybe his name really is Zolf. Alright, I'm fighting with Laura. What do you know about Laura?
I think she does a attacky thing at the end. Oh, I think she gets a turn after every other creature's turn.
Mm.
So she's always like second on the timeline, basically. So just kick her ass, and she bite you, and you're aware banshee, whatever that is.
I don't actually remember the first fight with Chroma being a thing.
It wasn't.
Is it from a previous game?
No, I don't think so. I know all the main story bosses pretty much are nether bosses, but it doesn't go the other way. There are new bosses that are nether bosses. Again, like Shackler.
Chroma is not as colorful as I would have imagined a character named Chroma being.
They are a color.
Well, that's because you can't have not a color unless it's just an empty screen.
Yeah, if you're invisible, you don't have a color.
Some of the...
Oh, hey, they're back.
Some of the realm traits are...
Oh, you're fighting war with instability, huh?
Mhm. I thought...
You get more key fragments if you do that, I hear.
And you get more...
Really?
Oh shit, I'm still cleric!
Heck.
I'm gonna exit the other way.
You're gonna die?
No, I'm just gonna save.
That Smith doesn't know what's going on. His palette doesn't work.
So I'm just not gonna fight the nether boss anymore.
Do you love when your like overworld sprite and your actual in-game sprites palettes look...
Are very, very, very different.
Yeah. It's a funny thing. Yeah, Unicorn has a good palette. It's very simple, but...
So one of the realm traits here is that they resurrect.
Which is annoying because it makes fights twice as long.
It makes it longer than twice as long sometimes, because sometimes you have to wait for them to go through all the attacks before it will resurrect them, which is very annoying. I wish it would just, if there are no enemies, nullify any attack things, because it's just assumed that nothing happens.
Sometimes it does. It seems to. Really sometimes.
Mimic? So does that mean that her Mimic skin is one of the easier ones to get?
I don't know. I've never gotten one.
Do you go there a lot?
No. Oh, to the Arachnid Nest? I'm currently doing it because I want that damn God spawn. But it's so slow going. No, I don't have any. This, I think this is where I found my Pandora.
I have 3 Mimic skins.
I have none.
I have 3 Mimic skins and 2 Dumpling skins.
Whenever I'm on the head,
I bet the one's a little cute spider. I bet it's a jumping spider because they're cute.
I know it's spider. Dumpling. What's it called? Oh, I don't remember where I got it. Hard boiled I love so much. I don't think I'll ever use them because I'm never.
Oh yeah, there should be Inquisitors here. I haven't even thought about it. That was one of the things that's here.
Whoa, that Rift Dancer's cool. I'm dead.
It's okay, I'll be back.
Oh, hi. Oh, look, they're cool.
With the stripies.
Yeah, which one? It's the... I don't know. But they die.
You read too slowly.
Yeah, I was just looking through the things on which one
No one answered my silly question earlier when I asked how many times they'd summoned abominations. Because they can't have just been us two.
It turns out, like, there are a lot of abomination, like, specialists on the Discord or something. Like, someone all the time. Why?
Whoa, look at the Grimoire! It's just all of the colors.
Whoa. Technical. Eggy.
Eggy Pocket.
Egg ball bag fuck.
There are a lot of egg memes.
As there should be. Eggs are inherently funny. Well, they are. I don't know what they are, but I think I'll say they are. You destroyed that dead person. I keep oh, the race I forget about the most often. Skeleton. I am very surprised by that. But I keep reading the skeletons that there are skeletons.
How do you even get to them? Whose are they?
Erebus.
Erebus. I was gonna say because Osanes are skeletons, but they're weird skeletons.
They're like weird bone golems or something. Because you already have the liches, which are basically skeletons,
and the whites, which are
they're skeletons too. But I did fight a skeleton master.
See this sound. When that happens, like only half of the effects happen.
I'm not sure how that works.
I think it has something to do with like it's overloading itself.
I really doubt it.
Because there are times where I'll have that with the Hell Knight, and my everyone attack will only attack one thing.
That's weird. But what was I thinking?
Bone golems.
Oh yeah. You've never seen the skeletons, have you? They all have guns.
I already have proficient. Oh wait, no, I don't.
Oh, it's Batmaster.
It's a bastard.
Oh no. Every single member of the skeleton race has a gun of some kind. And
oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me they were all skeleton marksmen, just like
yeah, and
the one. Yeah.
And the master points out, isn't it weird how in a world with guns, only the skeletons actually use them? Because it means that guns exist, but only skeletons use them. And I'm like, that is weird.
That's a very useful one. While it's diminishing per bonus attack, that's really good.
Oh my god, it doesn't require you to be all bats.
Secret Owl. The guy's name was Secret Owl.
What?
The guy's name who I got this from.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Secret Owl.
Is he a secret? Or is the fact that he's an owl a secret?
Are you space?
Now we are a family again. Ooh, it's a candle.
Yep. Oh, that's the other thing, is by going through the whole thing, I don't miss things like that don't always show up.
Oh, I also learned that there is another type of spell called ultimate spells.
There's also booze spells, and I don't know how to use them.
You get them from the dwarves.
Yeah, but I don't know how to use them.
I think they're just regular spell gems.
No, I've tried it, and it says this has to be activated another way.
Oh, you can equip the gem. You just can't cast it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's a problem. There are also arsenal spells that you buy at the arena. They might be similarly, but can only elementals cast them? Oh!
Or do you have to have one of their alcohol items?
I think that's not the fact that it was a... You had to let me know which booze spell it was.
I don't know. There's one I just already have.
Because I've gotten that message from non-booze spells.
No, I've done it in different battles, not just in one battle.
Is it different spells?
The same spell.
Well, right. Some spells can't be cast manually.
No, it didn't say that on it. It said this is a booze spell.
Oh, I don't know. None of the none of the ale. Oh, there is another fox monster. I forgot to mention.
Which one?
You can. It's the Vulpary. You buy it from the dwarves.
Oh, yeah, I haven't bought any of those yet. The only thing I bought was a big chest because I didn't know what else to get. I was overwhelmed with choices.
It's an alcohol fox.
Sometimes I'm looking for these things. One time I was doing this and I accidentally selected Manticore because it has enough letters the same that my brain just was like, it's the same thing.
And you're like, who was? Oh, what?
I was like, it's a lion.
That Minotaur was too pink and he died from it. These spells, I don't know how they work. And none of the elementals, which you'd assume would be associated, mention anything about it. All their things are about stacking debuffs on enemies, except for one of them, which has the trait of, which just seems like doesn't synergize with anything, and that's during each enemy turn they have a 1% chance to die.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
The Scotch guy? No, it's the Jaeger girl, or the Jaeger. And I'm like, it's 1%. I feel that's either the chance is going to be too low to be useful, or it's going to be too high and busted. I don't even know how you make a ability like that work. There's that pink guy, I guess.
Especially because if you're Trickster, in most fights you can just get rid of one anyway, and that effect definitely will not work during a boss fight.
I knew the Trickster would make that ability a tiny bit better, but yeah, it feels like it's just a gimmick, and not a useful gimmick. I mean, this game's full, like, every build is a gimmick, kind of, except for yours. But there's just one Minotaur who just looks weird. Oh, because the others aren't fused. Right.
And so royals are all anointments instead of pre-made class.
Right. Royals have one perk, and that is you can equip like a bunch of anointments. And it costs like 1,500 perk points,
but you already have them if you're at that point in the game.
Yes, by the time you get the Fanatic and the Royal, you're maxed on perks. Are you maxed yet?
Yeah.
Okay. You can always buy all perks. It should just be a buy all button at that point. There are times where you might not want a given perk. To be fair, but
Speaking of, did I max out this model?
no,
I did.
you didn't get Radiance.
I didn't finish
And
Lenience.
Lenience and the bed. It's, I mean, not an amazing one, but it's good. Oh! Yee.
Yeah, I'm maxed.
It's a good one to have for someone who's full of buffs.
What was it?
You just take less damage from
Oh yeah, I already have the one that can do more damage.
Oh, so that's how you make a cleric. Double yourself in buffs. And become
And
less buff dependent but more durable warden. I think the cleric might be the best class at not dying.
except for when they just randomly wipe on round 1.
It's just like it's a cleric thing. I have no idea what causes that.
Someone else said it might be that something was fused with a spark tail because of instability.
Okay,
I think it's a Sparktail officer that
so, yeah,
when
we
it
hit,
takes damage, all of your creatures take the equal amount of
I
damage.
know I wiped the first time I met one.
So how do you get rid of them then?
Chip away at him without hurting him too bad. I don't know how to do that.
That's what I mean. Like when you're high level, it basically just means that it kills high level creatures.
Oh, I'm surprised that Cleric would die. Cleric's really good at like self-resing and such.
Yeah, but if it wipes your whole team before you can heal,
Doesn't
then
but don't they have some like a chance like auto-res upon death?
it's like a 10% chance. It's not a huge chance.
Let's see, kill them with like no. That's weird. 'Cause I don't wipe against Sparktails.
How much damage do you do on it?
I one-shot him easily.
How much damage do you do?
I don't remember.
Because I do like 116,000 damage on it.
It's weird though, because your class focuses on defense. Or your specialization, so
Yeah, but everyone's wielding swords.
no, I can deal out some heckin' damage. Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, so apparently they're the bane of my existence with pretty much every class I've played. Because I'll just be like, in a realm, doing fine, and then boom, my team's dead. Like round one. Like
I
I
guess a
haven't had any
lot
chance
of the
to do
time, my creatures end up rezzing from something. I don't quite know exactly what it is. I know a lot of them have like a generous requiem and they're spam casting everything.
Basically, if I can get through one round, that's clear. It doesn't matter, because almost always I'll end up with the revive.
Oh, they... Yeah.
Reborn.
No, I have some creatures on my team that are frightfully like stacked for damage. Like my watchers and such, but...
Maybe it's only with attack?
No, it's damage. Well, I know one of them is only spells, but... Oh, you're not even reading those anymore.
I mean, I'm sure that all of that dialogue is now already
What do you mean someone?
online.
Well, I mean, someone's done it. Or, yeah. I mean, not in this playthrough, but...
I mean, she's crying, and then she attacks you, and then your creatures.
Yeah, and this point is like, yeah, no, you... Then she remembers that she already tried that one because it doesn't work. Not a fan of the game's writing, I see.
Well, it's just so cynical.
Yeah.
I got a card from that fight, from something. Oh yeah. I never really worry about disarm, but they have a lower chance to dodge.
Yeah.
It's not that one, it's not that one, not that one. Oh,
That's not bad, I guess.
wait, take less damage from attacks from nature creatures and from nature spells. So you can make it so that you're pretty resistant to nature types, I guess.
I also learned that several of the gods' classes don't make any sense. Why is the god of extinction life class?
There's a well, because extinction is part of life. I mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense that it would be death.
Yeah, I mean,
but-
extinction is a death event, though. Like, why not
or nature. I mean, all three make some level of sense.
the fact that Azural is sorcery? I assume he'd be, like, nature, but because what else is winter? But well,
And because glacier is a nature spell.
and I guess winter is associated with death. Well, why are you sorcery? The Yetis don't seem like sorcery, but they are. Viseros being life, because I associate illusion with sorcery.
No.
I feel that Frieden is only death because he's a skeleton ghost. But the god of the sea doesn't really strike me as death.
Oh wait, it was the Slayer of Laura item. What is the item you get from You
don't get an item.
Oh, well, it popped up an item and it wasn't.
If you get an achievement
must
for
have
it,
gotten some sort of
it might have been the achievement.
furniture or something. No, that pops up at the bottom.
Oh, I know in the nether shop thing, a new thing appears whenever you beat one. A pretty good perk that costs, of course, brimstone.
Yeah, everything. Well, I mean, it's the chaos thing, and all the chaos stuff is brimstone.
Because brimstone is a pretty hell place. The web on the ground doesn't sticky. This is fine.
That would make it more annoying.
It would only be annoying.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess if you're trying to run away from a creature, but they move like twice as fast as you anyway.
No, they move the same speed.
It doesn't feel like it.
Well, they do.
It still doesn't feel like it.
Well, that's because your creature's like behind you. If they reach your backmost creature, they still get you. Furniture. Stupid thing. Have a nice day.
I was playing with it for a long time.
Why is that a thing? Woman 22.
Yeah, and then I got 2 shopkeepers and man 14.
Have a nice
and
day is
Mage
amazing.
Brown.
I don't understand. Why does that exist?
Meh. Let's see.
Like a very less hungry Pac-Man.
Also, I turned it to 2. Yeah, this guy. Got like 50,000 each.
Oh my! Really? That's really upsetting. I mean, that's really upsetting because of how good some of them are, and it makes sense because of how good some of them are. I mean, you gotta do some shenanigans for that, but I can see that being really good. That seems just amazing if you're a pyromancer. Losing a good chunk of attack and defense every turn, at least. That's just weird. That's too situational.
Unless your whole team is that and you have problems like I do with Curse.
I mean, I guess it's useful if you know what exactly, if it's specialized to fight one thing. Uh-huh. I can see that being good. That's a bit less good, but I could see it working, potentially.
Except if you're fighting, who is it? Because what does Snare do again?
It holds you at the bottom of the timeline for a while.
Yeah, so if you have the ones where they need to go through so many turns,
well,
that
then,
could be a
then
curse.
just don't attack them while having provisions. It's good. I mean, that's if you provoke a lot, it's good. If you don't, it's bad.
I never use provoke.
I use it if it procs something.
That's it. Yeah.
That seems pretty fine to me. That really punishes attacking. That's great if you use minions a lot.
Certain specialization.
The Necromancer. Necromancers, Hounds, and Inquisitors. That seems perfectly fine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Pyromancer, that'd be
hilarious.
bad time.
Well, you come out with the other one, yeah. Oh, that one confused me so much for a while.
Is it to trigger on attacked?
It's for not on attack, but when you take something
Yeah.
trigger on taking damage, and at high levels, that damage is nothing.
Yeah.
On its own, it's useless, but
this one's useful
If you are running Pillwitzes, or however you pronounce them.
or if you are
Blood Mage.
or as if they're burning, they also gain.
Yeah, that was for bleeding.
Yeah, if they are burning, they also gain bleeding.
I think that's
one of the.
I thought this one. That was one of the Pillwitzes. That sounds like a sus. Whoa!
Oh, I did forget it after all that. I even told myself like 3 times not to forget it. Do what? So...
Shoot with your gun.
See? None of them hit that guy. Even though I have the thing that attacks everybody when I'm sad. Oh, maybe it's because I'm just missing him? And then it hit itself with confusion.
Hurt itself is confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so confusion can make you attack yourself even?
It seems so.
It's still a funny notion. I just want to eat my sword real quick.
I do not have low speed.
Oh, that
Oh,
no,
maybe it has
wasn't
the dodge trick.
No, I think it was probably attacking. That it was still that wasn't it wasn't actually attacking and doing nothing.
What's it do?
I think it was I think it was attacking.
A barrier or something?
It was order of operations.
So they're attacking something that wasn't there.
Like it procced like 5 attacks against one thing, but the first
That
attack
one was
killed
already
it.
dead.
But it's not just going to readjust it. It's not that the attack's not going through, it's just that it's attacking something that's already dead.
But my attack hits everything.
Oh. The thing's reviving?
No.
Maybe if it attacks something that's already dead, the splash doesn't occur. I can see that happening. That was a noise.
The debuff sound, but rapidly. It's another jester.
It's a lion!
Jingle. And I didn't get the jester costume. I wanted to make more Izzy's.
Sorry, he's too fat to give you the jester costume. What?
Is that the only way to get some of those costumes is from the person who hands them to you?
I don't know. I don't know how you get costumes, I just get it.
And how many costumes are there?
Probably a hell of a lot. Given that one's called like Man 22.
See? Flame strike.
So is it everything?
I think so.
I don't know. You'd have to ask online. I know that early on in the game you get a there's like a help notice about that, but I forget what it says, but I know it's covered in this.
The sound.
Like how sometimes what seems to be happening doesn't match up with what should be happening.
As in, like, it skips it, or as in,
Or
it's just not showing it?
Or how it seems your attacks aren't working as they should. But no, that's not actually what's happening. I don't remember the details of it. It was a long time ago. I didn't really have a context for it when it showed it. Might be in the files of the game somewhere.
I like the Sentinel.
I like the Watchers in general. Especially the Guild Unique one.
Well, we'll never see that. That's 7 million miles down.
Yeah. It does take a heckin' long time to go through a loop of the Nether bosses, let alone 2 or 3.
Yeah, there's 22.
22 what?
Nether bomb.
Oh. Fun fact, when you go do the God Gate project, the thing you had to collect are like certificates of approval from
gods.
gods. There are 20 of them you need to get. Out of 21 gods. I think the joke there is probably Torin. I appreciate that they don't spell out the joke, but you can interpret it.
Mm-hmm.
Torin doesn't really approve anything, so just who cares?
Although, if you donate to him enough times, he gives you pity favor.
Oh!
Yeah, I donated like, I don't know, 20 times and he gave me 100 favor.
Is that how you get the achievement for pissing off Torin, or is it killing the treasure golem?
I don't know.
Another one of the achievements is piss off Torin more than usual. But it's not worth getting the pity favor. Just stop donating to him because it doesn't do anything. It's
You get achievements, though.
Okay.
You still get the achievements, and so I just do it every time.
It's an expensive achievement, but it's an
You
achievement.
get more than 1,000 every time you go through a realm.
Yeah.
Crackly noises. Chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken.
Ooh.
It's like a buskin.
Spin the wheel.
Look.
Still a classic.
That is definitely the lewdest character in the game.
Combuskin? Oh, Regalis?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Well, she's, yeah, goddess of poison and lust.
But, like, even the statues.
Yeah, I know Kira points that out when we look at it. And the donation message for it was kind of silly.
I don't remember.
Oh, it just points out that when she eats the, like, trying to make a seductive noise, but it sounds sort of like a dog chewing beef, which is like the most unseductive noise she could make, or something. Oh. Oh, 4 emblems? That's not bad at all, is it?
Yeah, sometimes you can get 5.
Neat.
My least favorites are Do Nothing.
I mean, Do Nothing
and,
is the worst. And we just get like a stat bonus.
Yeah,
for the round.
yeah, the buff.
Because it does almost nothing.
Yeah.
But all the others are pretty good. Like getting into a fight, you get a pandemonium thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or it summons a rare monster, or it gives you just stuff.
Yeah. No. The Do Nothing.
Fate statues are pretty great as long as they do something.
I think that for how uncommon they are, the Do Nothing is super irritating.
I mean, it is.
Because
first thought,
you
I assumed it
can't
could be
find
bad.
one every floor.
Yeah, no, it can be a real bummer. I agree.
It's like when you go to the portal and you get a random chance game. It's already an uncommon.
I got I got 2 chests from one of those ones.
I got, I think, like 6 at my luckiest. But
Oh, that sounds great. It's just you probably won't.
yeah, most of the time, though, it's just a pain in the ass. Masochist, so yes, there's an increased chance for a card type that I don't want. I do like when it's locked right. Sometimes the realm effects are not bad. If it's a fixed race, it's not bad. That's the only way to get the good luck trait. And then there's one other that isn't bad in my mind. Oh, increased nemesis spawn. Those 3 instability things to me don't seem like a bad.
No,
condition.
Nemesis spawn's fine. They're a bit tougher, and you get treasure.
No, I'm saying those are the 3 traits of a realm that don't seem bad. There's that, there's the...
All things are a race, and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And the...
What I really like is how, you notice how when they're fused,
Good
they're
luck.
always all, well, good luck I think is for the enemy. I mean, well, it's not bad, but I mean, it is bad, but it's not terrible. The good luck is for the enemy.
Oh, well then what's bad luck? Bad luck for you?
Yeah, it just means that your things that proc on a random chance are less likely, and theirs are more likely. The luck things.
Oh.
I'd say bad luck for you is worse than good luck for the enemy.
I thought good luck was like increased drop.
No, it's in battle. No, when they're fused, they're going to all be fused the same race in a realm.
Oh, so if you come across Sparktails once, just leave the floor.
I realize when they're Imlers or Imlings because
It's pretty pointless.
that's it's their secondary trait. That's not going to help. Oh.
Arachnoids. It's my second one. Yeah, second one. I got a drink out of it.
Crunchy.
Oh, I do remember in her mission thing where she asked for a favor and your person's just horrified at what the favor could be.
Oh, yeah.
You certainly hope the favor isn't what you think it's going to be. And then there's the one where it says something about, if you aren't paying attention, it says, you don't know exactly what they said, but you're pretty sure it can be solved by just going down a few floors and fighting a monster. Sometimes the cynicism is funny, and then other times I'm like, okay. But that one got me, and then the, a lot of the Aeolian one got me. Especially because he seems so nice, and your guy just doesn't pay any attention.
My favorite moment in the dialogue is still Tartarus. Oh, it happened again.
Oh yeah. Oh, it happened again.
Mm-hmm. That's not good. What do you mean that's not good? That seems slightly good, right?
That's good for me.
Oh no. Oh, he
resurrect.
Oh, you're having pretty good luck here. See, this isn't bad. It's just
it
just feels bad. You know, the tension. I don't like the tension. Hey. I don't really ever. I think we've ever seen a mimic from this once. Excuse me. Oh, whenever I see a mimic that's fused, I'm like, oh, is that a new skin? Oh no, it's just a weird mimic. Just weird colors.
Aww.
That was a hell of a streak.
And I still didn't get the card. I would have rather had a card than 3 mimics.
I got a good bit of treasure too. See? No.
Yeah, but it's
treasure?
mostly money.
It's not bad.
The only thing I liked from it was the Geomancy Circle. Everything else was money. I can find that just by getting in fight. Although I guess it did get me closer to being able to summon a mimic, and I want to summon another mimic soon. Oh, yeah, I can summon another mimic now. The mimic's trait is not the most useful. It is useful, but it's not the most useful.
It's good on something that's really freaking slow.
I gave him shoes. I don't know where it uses them, but I gave it shoes. I would have thought this is where Minotaurs would be, but are they only in the Heretics or whatever dungeon?
I know they're in the Kingdom of Heretics. I'm sure there's somewhere else, I just don't remember where.
I might have to go to the Kingdom of Heretics because I need to find out.
You can look at it on the
I know, I always forget. Every time. Because I tell myself all the time, I'm like, where's that I need to go again? Click, and then I'm like, oh well, and then I'll get back to it again and I'll be like, I don't remember what I was doing. Click. It's like I often, when I'm trying to see my traits, back out of the menu instead of pressing left and right, and I keep getting lost in what I'm doing. Hope someone's mad about personalities.
Relatable.
I'm pretty sure that every time you summon a creature, it has whatever the worst one is for what you're wanting. Like almost every time I have every time I have a caster, it has low intelligence as one of the modifiers, and every time I create an attacker, it has low attack.
It really can't be that.
Yeah, it's like summon and then also make sure you have a book.
It says, Mithril would say, every video game has a desire sensor. Tell what you want, so it cannot give you that.
I have unfollowed NorthernLion. It's nothing against him, but I really tired. Oh yeah, I got a new card.
Yeah. I should.
There's just I don't care about Binding of Isaac, and he's on like episode 14,000.
Well, they just released a new expansion. So.
But the other thing is, as you said, roguelikes have moved on so far from it.
I know. I mean, again, Dungeon is like Isaac, but refined.
Yeah, and Rogue Legacy is like Isaac, but not as depressing.
I like Rogue Legacy, to be honest.
Or not Rogue Legacy, friggin' Star Wars Rogue. The other one with Rogue in the name. Oh, and also everything's pretty in Star Wars Rogue.
It looks a bit Flash game. Yeah, there's less Flash game, based pretty much.
Level up.
Oh no, they have skulls. Are those their skulls?
Both of them. All three of them.
Heck.
They have the most skulls. It's a trait of a Minotaur. It's just like how in Alona you can have more necks than you have heads.
I mean, Mewtwo has 2 necks. Whereas that meme says it's actually there. I was like, for easy carrying.
Yeah.
I love that.
The suitcase.
Mewtwo's just sort of scouting. I love it so much.
The suitcase Pokemon. Oh, I missed one egg. What if it's a mimic?
Hey, if you try to carry a Mewtwo without that, you know how hard it can be.
So I have all the vortices, and I have all the angels except for the ones that are in super, super, super late game. Like, nobody gets their late game. Can't resurrect. I don't really have any resurrect traits set up, so.
You have spells.
Yeah, but I don't have a resurrect spell on.
Oh, wait, do I have to cast?
I can't resurrect anyway on this floor. It doesn't matter.
Oh. Heck.
Do you know the propaganda blogs where they have like Pokemon propaganda?
I've heard of them before.
There's one for Riolu, and it has the best name for its little like description. The Punchy Puppy Propaganda blog. Punchy. Look at me bonk them on the head.
You're gonna hurt someone.
How many hit points do you have now? Like 14, 15,000?
Depends on the monster. Around that, it varies a lot depending on how the fight's been going.
And you're at depth 250?
I'm a bit past that. I just haven't updated it yet. I think I'm around 261 or so. 61, 66.
I wonder what the lowest depth anyone's reached is.
Some I know there's like in the thousands. I'm like, Oh, there's someone 7,100, and I'm like, dude, why? It's time to stop.
Maybe they actually want to get 100%.
Maybe they're lost.
There is an achievement of 100%.
That's
I don't know if I will ever meet anyone who has it. I would imagine at this point